Yeah, respect is the right way to put it. Because this takes like wrecking ball size cojones. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I forgot to turn the fans off. All right, take two. Welcome back. We're jumping in. We got some Phobies on deck tonight. And chat, there's a bunch of stuff we got to cover. There's a bunch of stuff we got to cover. Bees! We're starting off with the bees early. Starting off with the bees early. Quick aside, everybody, before we get into the actual content, I was accepted into the Phobies Content Affiliate Program, the content creator program, you might call it. Shout out to the Phobies team, and thank you for that. But the reason I'm telling you, everybody out there, dear viewer, dear listener, is to let everybody know that I do receive some compensation from the Phobies team as a result of being part of that program. Now, I loved Phobies before, and I still love Phobies now, and I expect I will still continue to love Phobies in the future. So look forward to more Phobies content coming from Random's Thoughts. So now, on with the show. Done with Miss Cha's event? Yes, I submitted my responses, and honestly, by the time this hits YouTube, people already know what the results are. They're announcing them tomorrow. But there were some pretty cool, and I legitimately laughed at some of the entries. Like, real talk, I legitimately laughed at some of the entries. I thought people did a pretty good job. There wasn't anything that got perfect scores from me. In fact, I don't think I gave it 10 because it was on a scale of 1 to 10 in 3 different categories. I don't think I gave it 10 to anything. I definitely didn't. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure because I know there's at least one other judge besides Miss Cha themselves. So we'll see who actually wins it. I'm kind of curious. But yeah, I need to probably email the Phobies team today or tomorrow, well, this week really, to, not today. I started off saying today, and that's not actually what I meant. Sometime this week, about Fright Night number 3, I got to talk to my wife about scheduling because I'm leaning towards doing a one-day event. But that is going to necessitate certain things, and I'd like to give people an advance notice so that way people, it's summertime, people go away. If they really want to play, then they'll have the opportunity, that sort of thing. But Fright Night number 3, assuming that there isn't going to be any challenges or complications from the Phobies team, I'm going to try and get them to pitch in coffee as prizes, so we'll see. Part of the thing I have to figure out for Fright Night is, like, I think that one guy had a cap on the entrance, and I don't know if that was dictated by the Phobies team or not. I'm currently putting heat on somebody in arena. Alright. So what's going on, Chad? Has anybody tried the new map out? How do you feel about the new map? Whatever the hell it's called. It's not Phobos, it's the other one. Why is the Discord still talking about Toe Crusher? Pluto, yes. I couldn't think of the name. Have yet to win. I have an async game going that's off. That's offline, and I'm going second, which is important because I tried literally just opening Honey Bear, and I want to experiment with this, and we'll see how it goes. I'm very curious. What happened to my game on Opticon against Beauty, Yeti, and Smother Mother? You win, I presume. We're literally just rotating the map right now, Azumi. Like, we originally started like this, and now we're kind of shifting like this. We're only a couple turns, because that was an async game. Based on my experience of round 1 of the current tourney, I think it could be reasonable to complete a tourney over one weekend. Oh, if I'm doing it, it's going... When I say one-day event, I mean literally one day. Start to finish, it's all happening in one day. So the idea here is that it would follow a more traditional card game, or I guess chess format, where, say we start at 11 a.m. Eastern. I might do like a 5-10 minute player briefing kind of thing in Discord, and then let everybody know here's how things are going to run. Obviously I would give everybody the rules ahead of time, but nobody ever reads them. So I would just explain everything, remind everybody, and then say, all right, here's your round 1 pairings, go play, you have an hour. And then after that, however, if you're up 1-0, you finish your turn, game is over. I haven't quite figured out whether you finish your turn or not. But the game just stops. If you're up 1-0, whoever's up 1-0 wins, kind of like what we were doing offline. If it's 1-1, it's a draw, etc. And then we just keep things rolling and that's why there probably is going to have to be a cap on the entrance. Because if we do, say, a 5-round event, that's possibly 5 hours. Now, realistically, you should be able to finish a best 2 of 3 in probably 45 minutes, at most. That doesn't always happen. But yeah, the time zones are exactly where... I don't know if you were here for that discussion last night, DT. I think you came in afterwards, but I do have a concern about the time zones. Because I do want to let people play, but there's also the logistics of it seem to be way too challenging with the 2 events we've already had, where people just don't seem to want to get the games done on time. I think Pluto's a smaller Phobos, literally. It kind of puts the second player at a disadvantage. That's probably true, to be honest. So I can't safely take this because the center point with Snowball, because they will kill... Like, they could pop out their own Snowball. Because they could put this here and then Snowball back here and kill the Snowball on the center, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe alternate morning or evening for our time zone? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Luffy. It's no problem, DT. Tourneys would be so much easier once Frenemies Arena is introduced. Yes and no, because the time zone thing doesn't change. The time zone thing doesn't change, because for parts of the world where when I'm streaming it's 4 in the morning, it doesn't matter if you're playing async or arena, it's still 4 in the morning, you know what I mean? Which, part of it is, okay, well, that's the way life is, but at the same time, I would like people to, you know, I want to offer people the opportunity to play some games, you know what I mean? I don't want to block people off due to geography, because that's silly, right? But at the same time, we need to run an event, and, you know, in order to run an event, you have to have certain things in certain places, certain orders, whatever, however you want to look at it. We're just going to take this and see. They obviously kill it, but I don't think they can get on the point in a way that matters yet. Say they had a 4-minute time limit for turn submission. It took almost 2 hours to complete one game. That's exactly why I would have a round time limit. Now, the challenge is, and this is part of the reason I haven't announced it yet, and I mean, by the time this goes up on YouTube, it'll probably have been announced, but like, it's 4 a.m. here, but I don't have anything better to do, and it's Sunday. Fair, assume me. But there's no way to enforce it. So let's say, you know, you and I are playing, DT. I'm not going to play in my own event, for the record. I don't like doing that. And I won't for this one. Yeah, Squiggles Avatar. Get the rarity. But let's say you and I are playing, DT. You pass your turn 4, whatever. You know, we're into the game, like a few turns in. And then I get up and go to the bathroom and just check out for like 15 minutes. How am I tracking that? Now, somebody could, I guess, like, screenshot things? Are we really going to go down that route? You know what I mean? We didn't actually need to hit it with the snowball. We actually should have done this. We'll get snowball on the stem because this is enough to kill it anyway. I was thinking there was no point in, like, doing anything with the snowball, but there is a point. We're gonna bank like they are. I don't know what they're doing. I just got 1,500 damage. What? I'm so confused, Scrungle. What are you talking about? 1,500 damage fireworks? I guess Kaboom. Yeah, is that it? Is Kaboom the... yeah, it's Boom, Kerbloom, Kaboom. I always forget the order. Got Kaboomed. Ouchtown population U, bro. Ouchtown population U. But yeah, there's really not a difficult way to... or it is difficult. There's not an easy way. Sorry, rephrasing. There's not an easy way for me to enforce time limits. Like, there's no innate chess clock in client without Frenemies Arena. That would make tournaments easier to organize from the perspective of, okay, play the game. Like, just play. But from the perspective of getting people globally involved, it's way more difficult. It's just way more difficult. I think our opponent DC'd. They had to have DC'd, right? Like, there's no excuse otherwise. But yeah, I'm not sure how to enforce it, because the only way to... if you have a he said, she said scenario of... oh, well, so-and-so's taking forever on their turns. The only way that... I mean, you could provide screenshots with the timestamps. That feels kind of obnoxious. Obviously, I don't want to encourage people hammering the clock, as in, oh, well, my opponent was 3 seconds over, so they should get a game loss. No, like, come on. It's one thing if somebody's doing that every turn, and, like, actively trying to... okay, so our opponent didn't DC, by the way. They're, I guess, BMing us? I don't know. But it's one thing if your opponent does that every turn and is, like, just going out of their way to be a dick. Or to game the clock. Both scenarios are bad, but for different reasons. And it could be both. But it's a different matter altogether when it's like, oh, well, it was a complicated board state. They happened to take an extra few seconds to think about it. We're going to hose them on that. Like, that's not what we're going for here. I don't know what the hell our opponent's doing. I'm very confused. I mean, it's possible they crap out a bunch of Phobies here and wipe us out. Because we invaded, but they've... okay, you got me. Trying to complete games for season packs? Possibly, but wouldn't you just end turn faster then? Now, don't get me wrong, they could have just AFK'd and been like, alright, I'll queue up a game, and then just walked away. But the other option is they could have DC'd or something, and then walked away because out of frustration. Like, if you miss a turn, like, maybe they didn't intentionally mean to miss that one turn and bank, and when they did, they just checked out and said, you know what, the hell with it, and threw their phone across the room or into the toilet or something, I don't know. But they're obviously here because they haven't disconnected. Like, the game would have kicked them already. But by the way, I absolutely shouldn't have sent Snowball in here. Like, these two I think are fine. Because it's unlikely that they can get both. I mean, they could... actually, no. They could Snowball here, possibly kill this. Like, it's not impossible. They can absolutely kill this. I don't know. Minimize the app on the phone. Yeah, exactly. But that... I assume we would get this opponent reconnecting message if they did that. Yeah, I get sidetracked a lot too, Luffy, sometimes, where I'm trying to multitask. I think that's the biggest thing for me anymore. It's less that, like... like, I forget, but it's not in the sense of, oh, I forgot, as in, it totally slipped my mind. It's due to the fact that I'm trying to do 18 things at once. Minimize on app is disconnecting. That's what I figured. Well, we start off with a win, chat, but not really the win we're looking for. We might as well talk about this to bring the discussion back. We covered a little bit last night, but talking about Fright Night, I would love to continue doing, and I think I will, just not necessarily as coffee prizes. If there are going to be prizes on the line, I have to enforce the rules more strictly, right? And there's the bigger window for a lot of this stuff, or if a problem comes up and I'm literally asleep, it just makes things get weird. So I think it would be better to do a single day event and then just play it consecutively. Now for Swiss, that does draw things out, and I expect that we'll probably do Swiss plus cut. So if we assume 32 people, that should be 5 rounds. At an hour apiece, that's 5 hours, plus probably another 2 rounds minimum if we cut to top 4, or 3 rounds if we cut to top 8. Now those would be single elim, but it's still 3 more hours. So an 8-hour day for people that are playing all the way through. Now, to me, I've been doing this for almost 30 years with card games. That is not a big deal. When I was still going to Gen Con, it would be like, yep, I show up at 7:30 in the morning, get breakfast on site, sign up, player meeting at like 10 o'clock, start by probably 11 because they're jerking around and can never get the pairings up on time, and then you're playing till midnight. And like, that's not a big deal. Because it's fun. Like, I enjoy it. And for Magic tournaments, it's even worse. Like, I'm sure everybody's aware, and Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, chat is saying, like, there are events with thousands of people where we're talking, like, an insane amount of rounds. That is part of the reason why I put in the poll, and I might run another one before I actually decide. But we could go to single game rounds. So Luffy and I are paired. Instead of playing best 2 of 3, we just play 1 game. Whoever wins that game, that's it, that's the round, but you play Swiss plus 2. So instead of playing 5 rounds, we'd play 7. But they would be probably like 20-minute to half-hour rounds. So you'd get more games in, well, maybe not more overall if you went to 3 games every time, like, you get the idea. But I don't like the idea of single game matches, especially with things like Phobos in the pool. And also with, I think it's just going to be a feels bad. I think people would rather play best 2 of 3. Yeah, that's true, Luffy. But coming back to the length of time, I understand and I recognize a lot of people don't like that. For Transformers, when it was the Energon Invitational. It was the one and only Transformers World Championships, because that was at the end of 2019, and then once the pandemic hit, guess what? The game died, because the pandemic basically killed it. But the problem is, if in what happened for the Energon Invitational is Transformers was very much my first card game for a lot of people. Obviously, they were aware of Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, or even poker. Maybe tried some of them tangentially related, because obviously they were playing Transformers. They were kind of nerdy to begin with, right? Lol nerds. Get wrecked, nerd. But the point is that a lot of those people looked at it and go, I don't want to show up to a convention and sit in one place, in one room, possibly in one chair for like 12 plus hours, probably not getting food and minimal bathroom breaks, because that's the reality of playing a 9, 10, 11 round event, even when the elimination rounds were split into the next day. So basically you play day 1, you qualify if you top 8'd to play in top 8. And trust me, there are events that are even longer that have more strenuous formats that take days. Like you come out of group stage, then you might go into Swiss, after Swiss, then you have the championship. Like, it's ridiculous. So point is, I absolutely sympathize with it, and I'm trying to find a better way to solve it. I think the only way to do it is via capping the event, and then just saying, look, the event will be long, everybody needs to be on their game and do their stuff when they're supposed to. You're obviously playing from home or, you know, I guess on your phone, you could be in the car or whatever, if you really want to do that. But the point is that, you know, you have a bathroom adjacent, hopefully. You can go get a snack or something. Don't take a 45-minute lunch break in the middle of your round, sort of thing. And it does suck that is going to be part of it. You're going to be glued to your computer chair or your desk chair, wherever you're playing from, for the duration of the event. But I don't reasonably see any other way to do it, because if we do it long, like over the course of a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think that's insane. Well, that's what I'd probably do, Luffy, is I would set up a series of Discord voice rooms and say, look, you are count up, because I don't think start.gg assigned like tables. There might be a way for me to display that, but like if you're table 1, go to room 1. If you're table 2, go to room 2. If you're table 3, go to room 3. And I will hang out in Discord, probably observe some of the games, you know, like if you want, you could stream to Discord kind of thing. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And then I would check in, and if somebody has a problem, they can ping me real time and say, hey, my opponent has not been here for the last 15 minutes. What do we do? And I'm going to go, okay, that's a game loss. Now, I'll define in the rules, like, at 5 minutes, that's a game loss. Because the way it would usually be in real life is they would give you 3 to 5 minutes to get to your chair. If you're not in your chair after another 5 minutes, that's a game loss. And then after another 5 or 10 minutes after that, that's a match loss, and you just get eliminated. Like, you're dropped from the event. Oh, the draw, that's what you were talking about? I didn't realize that was you, Akune, with the statue paradise. That was nonsense. If anybody's curious, there's a screenshot floating around my Discord of, they filled up just about the entire map of Pluto with statues. For the lulz. I assume for the lulz. Everybody should be aware, because we were talking about it last night, but look for the results of Miss Cha's event tomorrow. Like I mentioned at the top, a lot of the submissions were pretty good. I legitimately laughed at some of them. So this looks like it's on Phobos. It is, in fact, on Phobos, and our hero down here, Thiny, in the orange trunks, is going second. So, I talked about the... Oh my... Timeout. What? I wonder who wins this. Oh my god, chat. I almost want to break this game out on its own just to do this. And I apologize, opponent up here. Bad guy. Look, I'm not trying... Yeah, respect is the right way to put it. Because this takes... like, wrecking ball size cojones to start this way. Grande. I know some Spanish. Like, seriously. This is a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for them. Alright, so our hero in the orange trunk zoning into Phobos is facing down Bad Sushi. I didn't even check what level it is. It's a level 3 Bad Sushi. Alright, here we go. I've seen a few people start erratic first, going second, I don't know, speedrun. Yeah, that seems like it's just asking for a disaster. I mentioned it before when we were talking about the balance stuff and on many other occasions. There's some... Wow, our hero banked a 14... What is happening? Timeout. What is happening in this game? We have a Bad Sushi into a bank and Muffin into bank into 14. What is going on? Is this a quest game? I am confused. But anyway, what I was going to say is Bad Sushi, aside from being hilarious, I actually really like this phobia, like, in general. This is the ultimate pro game. I think Bad Sushi is one of those things where I've talked about the intersectionality of the spreadsheet approach to designing games, where Here's all the abilities we want. Here's all the costs we have. What's the intersection of these abilities and how does it impact the health, the damage? What can we give them, take away, blah, blah, blah. And yes, it doesn't work quite as a two-dimensional spreadsheet, but like that's the way I picture it in my head. Bad Sushi feels like one of those where it's just, oh yeah, well we should have a phobie that does this. The problem is that it turns out that phobie is not very good. I mean, honestly, the Bad Sushi opener is winning right now, so I don't think chat can really try, you know, you can't beat this up, you can't talk shit about it. Oh my god, so we have a bank to a Heartbreaker into Snowball. I'm not sure why the bank to 14 happened, but sure. And now a bank to 8. This game is bizarre. I love it. How is its health so low it didn't take damage? What, the Bad Sushi? It's only level 3. Oh, you know what? Maybe this was pre-balance patch? Because this is actually, yeah, on the card, it's 1480. Wait, what did it take damage from? It's showing as damaged. This had to have been a pre-patch game, and then, like, this is... like, 1377 might be the level 3 pre-patch, and then now the card is showing the new health. Because this is roughly, you know, without doing the math, this could be where it ends up. But that's a good catch, chat. And we get a misanthrope, chat. This is very much, we're getting every meme on the board, and Minotaur. These two players absolutely went back to an Electrocat, chat. Name another phobie that everyone craps on. I bet it shows up this game. Chat, start calling out phobies that everybody thinks are trash. I bet it shows up this game, because this is the pinnacle of phobies. This is hysterical. Please tell me the Bad Sushi actually connects with something. Yes, thing you know, it's Cerberus and Hydra. True. I don't know what is happening down here. We got a kaboom. Is it going to blow itself up? Like, why is it hiding back? What is it hiding from? What can possibly reach this thing right now? I mean, yes, you can't put it here because Bad Sushi will get it, but, like, you could put it here. What? Clinico the point capper? Clinico is multi-purpose. Hey, Hondo, what's good? Rusty! We need Rusty! I think we are being trolled, Savanas. I'm not gonna lie, but it's worth it. This is funny. This is funny to me. Watch the Heartbreaker does nothing this game. When I say nothing, I mean like literally nothing other than move back and forth. Oh! Chat. Someone clip this. Somebody clip this right now. I'm not even joking. We are about to witness a Heartbreaker teleport Bad Sushi. How many of you thought that that was going to be something that happened on the stream tonight? Because it did. It did. I didn't notice Bad Sushi does more damage than Stairmaster. Bad Sushi actually does a ton of damage. I also am not sure if our blue player is aware that Muffin does not have an attack. Like, what is this Muffin doing? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Chad, do I, like... I feel like this is a fever dream. Oh my god, we're getting a Kaboom hit. Kaboom just got a double takedown, chat. What is happening? What is this game? You know what this feels like? You know when, not that, I guess it might have been a few years ago now, when they did like Twitch plays Pokemon and it would be like a randomizer thing and chat would put in commands and the commands would just be like, well, move up one space and then do this and then do that. This absolutely feels like that, where it's just Both players are randomly rolling dice or going to random.com or something like that, just hitting random numbers in Google and assigning actions to each. Yeah, blue is banking 16 keys. What is going on? You know what this also looks like? When you see screenshots for games, and it's a board state that's like, that board state can't happen. Clinico healed Muffin, timeout. Did that really happen? I was looking at chat. Clinico never got down, or Muffin never got down. Oh, Muffin is, oh my god, this really happened? Chat! What? Chat, is this a dreamland? Am I actually unconscious right now? I never really started the stream. I'm taking a nap and, like, maybe I fell out of bed or off the couch and hit my head or something. Yeah, I'm in a coma right now. Wake up! Wake up! What is happening in this game? This honestly feels like one of those game advertisements where, oh, it's this wild board state with all this different stuff going on. And it's like, guys, there's no world in which that board state actually happens. Chat, this is the board state in which it actually happens. Look at this board state. Look at the board state we had 2 turns ago. From Misanthrope to Stim on this, I've seen everything now. Yeah, chat. Honestly, the Misanthrope on Stim doesn't sound even remotely ridiculous when compared to, well, I'm going to heal my Muffin with Clinico. Like, what? What is going on? This kind of feels like both players must have known each other and said, hey, I got this cool phobie, let me show you. You know what's funny is I think Heartbreaker is back online. Oh, it needs one more turn. I was going to say it's going to teleport Mr. Tramples. So our hero still... What? Oh, I guess Heartbreaker does a bunch of damage. Yeah, it does 600. Alright, so it kills it. It doesn't teleport, but it still kills it. And a Flesh Crawler to follow up. Yo, bro, check this out. Exactly. That's what this seems like. This is not a normal game, and the memes keep coming and they don't stop coming. Exactly. Somebody once told me. Some phobie once told me. I'm just in awe, chat. Like, absolute awe of whatever this is. This happened to me once in an arena where the man was just showcasing his phobies. Fair. For the record, that's over 1,200 damage from that fish tank, because it's on the stim. You know what's funny? Oh, it has 38, almost 4K health. Like, it would have been funny if, like, Blue could have hypothetically raced just with the Blinky. Obviously not here, but... This is not a normal game. Understatement of the year. Chat. This is a frenemies game, so just for the memes? Probably. Yeah, it had to be. I don't know. It was bold, chat. Well played, Thiny. Well played. Alright, we're going to take that one off the list. I will say that is the most far and away unique game that we have had yet submitted. Like, nothing even comes remotely close to that. All right, we'll do Bozo's game, and then I'm going to take a quick break, chat. Oh. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. All right, so Bozo, I have to imagine your game cannot possibly compare to the masterpiece that was the previous one, but it's a tough act to follow. Let's be real. How can you compete with the awe-inspiring performance that was that previous game? All right, chat, this time, our hero's zoning in the blue corner on the new map, Mysomania, well, the returning map, new to the pool, to the rotation, Mysomania. Bad guy, of course, is in the orange trunks. We get a murder wing into cat opener, way more standard than the bad sushi opener we saw before, but we can't all be as spectacular as a bad sushi opener. It's just the facts, chat. I can't do anything about it. I don't even know that the universe could possibly handle something like that. I can only fathom. I can only try and psychologically grasp at what the potential ramifications of the standardized bad sushi opener would have. It's just maddening. It's madness. Can't wait to get a bad sushi and opener at every game until I win to submit. If you do it, it'll be up there. We gotta create like a Hall of Fame. If we don't allow bad sushi, it's true. So we're getting, again, more standard stuff, trading some one-drops. We get an erratic, who, I've mentioned it before, I haven't used an erratic in a long time. I just haven't felt like it's been appropriate. I'm not really sure why this jar is all the way the hell up at the end of creation. I mean, yes, it could go poke at the heart, but I guess. This jar is how much damage? 246, so it's a panic point worth of damage. A little bit more. Threatening the heart for each attack, so, you know, that's respectable. Plus, your opponent eventually has to honor it. Ah, we get the Alistor. I don't really understand this aggressive cat play. You know, the more I think about this, the more I like this jar swing to the top. Like I said, it forces your opponent, as the orange player, like, they have to honor it at some point. And they can't ignore it forever. And honestly, because the Hevo's in position, you could beat up something that, like, if this Hevo went in. Obviously, that Hevo would spell an end to the jar, but, you know. Imagine getting Alistor. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. So is Bozo really going to leave the Hevo here? It only had to attack once, I think, to kill this. I guess the assumption here is that if the erratic goes in, you can just stim it down. Which is probably true. Do I have Alistor? No, I do not. I, in fact, do not. We'll see at the end of the season. We'll see at the end of the season. This is a little more threatening than the cat. Whoop. This is actually, you know, you have a panic point advantage. And you're doing, like, this clock, you effectively have 5 panic points because of the hits from the jar. Our orange player does not have forever. Rusty plus Rocket Man means goodbye 7 keys. I don't even need to kill it. Are you seriously using Rusty, Luffy? Porkborg, did you miss the last game? Because if you did, you need to go back and watch. Like, pause the stream. Go watch the last replay. We'll be going on a break after I break down this game. Don't spoil them, chat. Don't spoil it. Chat, do not spoil it. Go pause the stream. Trust me. Take my word on it. I can't wait until this goes up on YouTube. Honestly, that board state has to be the thumbnail, like one of them. Whose replay? It's the one right before this. It's the only one I've done so far. It was Thiny's. So in the meantime, trying to... Yeah, it was historic. I'm not even joking. So we get array chargels. Chat, I swear to God, I forgot there were other vault points on this map. How often does this actually get used? This is literally the first time I think I've seen somebody spawn something out of there. You could spawn Jar on this point and defend it. The healing spot. Luffy, I'd love to see a replay of good Rusty usage, because Rusty is one of those meme phobies that, like, people always crap on. So this Jar is not safe. Well, I guess it is, because you'll trade the Jar for Ray Chargels, and the Jar has kind of done its job. It's been pelting the heart for like 4 turns. I think it got 3 keys worth of value, even if it is just damage on the heart. This is probably a dead Hevo, though. Which looks like this was a misplay from Bozo not accounting for this. I mean, I don't know that you can actually give up the stem. I guess you kind of have to. The focus was, of course, on the Jar, but now I don't... Like, Ray Chargels might die, but I don't think you can go in because of the erratic. Dead Hevo is right, yeah. And we probably... Do we get a takedown on the enemy erratic here? Or, not erratic. Hevo? No, this is looking... Like, this position looked great for Bozo a couple turns ago. This does not look spectacular. Whoa, this is really bad. There are way too many things that are still alive on orange side. Now, well, let's think about this, because you probably can't kill erratic. You need to get, like, erratic and Alistor, or you have to retreat, I think. But you have access to the stem. Your meatball is live. You get splash here from erratic, so, like, you can kill... You can probably get Alistor trivially. I don't think there's any way you get both of these. I don't think I would have done this way. So what the orange player could have done instead, I think... I don't know how much this would have mattered. So, obviously this goes in, deals... That's 340, so 7... We'll round it up and say 800 to this. It'll end up being like 1,200 and change because of Splash from Erratic, because Erratic kills the Murder Wing. Then you fly in your Murder Wing and off the Alistor. You can reposition the Ray... You can get the Jar with the Ray Chargels now. Swing the Gesundheit up. And then either damage stuff down... Like, you still kill this, and then you probably save your Hevo. You have 11 keys, and presumably you have access to Clinico and or Muffin. You could even possibly hit this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can't do the Muffin this turn, so you'd have to walk the Hevo all the way back. Actually, no, you don't. Because this is dead. So you walk back once with the Hevo, and it lives. Yeah, you'll lose the Murder Wing, you lose the Gravedigger, but I don't think they can kill your Erratic. I think this turn, like, it could have gone differently, and it would have left our orange player in a better position. Did they run out of time? I don't know if this was arena or not. I didn't notice. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not necessarily, like, the most obvious play in the world, so I could see somebody missing it. It happens. But this means that, like, the jar is still alive, and now you've lost Hevo, who could have been saved. And suddenly our blue player's in a somewhat advantageous position. I also don't necessarily agree with just... Like, why is this Jin Sting going down here? Ooh, we get a Barzilla. I mean, I guess Jin Sting is going to be difficult to dislodge, but probably not. It's going to take a concerted effort. Like, you're not going to accidentally remove this. Whoa, that's bold. I guess it'll, if it lives, it'll, close to one-shot it. You can move the erratic in. Godzilla moment. You know what's funny, Chad, is I don't know how many people watch all of the game reviews. I wonder, I guess it's good that that last game was the first one, because otherwise people might not have seen it. And they'd never know the glory that was that absurdity. Is this a dead... Wow, so this is not going to... I guess you either move this in or you just jar... No, your jar is up here. So you have to move the erratic in order to make sure this Jin Sting dies. This is a weird game also, chat. I want to be a bee? Why is that? Certified Godzilla Classic? I always love when Barzilla shows up, but it usually does not show up in a winning effort. Yeah, you need the erratic here. And just like that, we're down to no keys on either side. Does this die? This will live. It's pretty close to dead, but it will live. For now. Barzilla invade. This is still a fairly close game. It's still a fairly close game. The biggest issue I have with Barzilla is because it's just a big dummy, it doesn't seem to ever, like, really do anything. It can close up a game, but it kind of feels like Barzilla's win more. Is this a dead... Oh my god, this is a dead Jin Sting. I'm not... Honestly, I have no idea why the Jin Sting repositioned there, like, at all. I guess so that, hypothetically, it would get double hits on the Barzilla, but... It felt like it was just asking to die there. So here's where the big brain play comes in. I'm assuming that thing's just going to stick on the heart this whole time. Like the mucusy monster that is Quagmire. The bees! They are dead, in fact. So, appropriately, our orange player does respect the threat here, because this is a Quagmire on a healing spot. Even with the stim, this could be a challenge to dislodge. I don't know about this, though. That kind of seems bold. So we're getting some retaking in the panic points. Shocker, I know. Those bees were burnt to a crisp, it's true. I mean, that's how you get rid of bees, is actually smoke, right? I think that's what beekeepers do. You don't necessarily set them on fire, but, like, you use smoke to, like, get them to leave the area. We're gonna get some pummeling going down on the Quagmire. Kinda have to. Barzilla's getting the hell out of Dodge. One time I used Barzilla just because I had a quest with it, and I'm pretty sure it won me the game. I really do like Barzilla. It just feels like I'm not using it in the appropriate circumstances. So this is another weird spot. I mean, it's a 5-0 panic point advantage. This is also the last Next to last turn. Yeah, there's no way for our orange player to salvage this one. The middle of this game was very weird. Ball game? Yep, just past turn. GG, well played, Bozo. Well played. There were definitely several turns there that seemed exceptionally questionable from both players, especially towards the middle. I don't know why Orange didn't do the math to see Barzilla wasn't needed for Quag. I don't know. It could have just been like they were panicking or they assumed it was over or whatever, but yeah, they could have positioned differently to prevent something or threaten something else. But there were a number of turns, like the turn where Bozo left multiple things at single health. Obviously, we went back and looked at that again. And I think that had our orange player played that turn a little more crisply, they probably win that game. Or at least are in a much better position. Both players had these turns where it's like, okay, if the other person capitalized on their mistakes, then the game may just end, kind of thing. But well played. GG. Definitely a close game. Like, if I wanted to do stuff like that, I would just play... I would do the challenges. I want to try that, but I haven't gotten around to it. I mean, you can just do it in frenemies. That would probably make more sense. That'd be a fun tournament feature. Max number of keys, phobie level. I'm hoping that if they ever introduce, a tournament mode, that it would have sliding scale, so that like you make the phobies any level you want. Not like it particularly matters if they're all the same level, but you could also set other things like that, like what the particular map pool is, what the, if there are going to be weird limitations like that, those sort of things. What do I not like about it? I just find it exceptionally boring. I just don't see it as all that interesting, given that, there's a reason that all the other phobies exist. So we can't be anywhere here, or this walks on the stem and kills us. And if we go on the stem, it kills us. So we have to back off. It's 15. We still need a little bit more damage. Is it too early to ask about this map's meta? I think so. This is literally the third game I played on it, one of which isn't even done, and that's offline and async. I don't really know. I see it as an opportunity to try new metas, like chess with different pieces. I would never play chess with different pieces. Like, I wouldn't do that either. Like, don't get me wrong, I played a lot of wacky formats in card games, which is similar, just for the idea of, like, oh, well, we'll do something different. But at the end of the day, it ends up with its own meta that is equally as or... like, it's basically the same thing. It's just a different format. And, like, I have no reason to play a different format anymore. Like, I used to do that a lot with a variety of different games, and now I just don't care. It's not worth the energy for me. I'd rather just play Phobies. Or insert game. So that's 436. 736, 790 something. So like this is technically safe here. Or right? I hope I'm counting this right. Yeah, it'll be 791. It'll live, and then we should counter kill it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can get it with a snowball or that. So what we do is back this up with this, I think. This might be too aggressive, truthfully. There's a chance something bad happens because of the challenge play. See, like, I don't know that they want to do that. That's part of the reason I left it there. You can do this. That's fine, I guess. We're going to kill the Jin Sting. The only question is, can we kill the Murder Wing as well? 1,000. We might be able to kill this with just a snowball and then snipe the Murder Wing. I'm just turning my brain off right now and going through game after game. Maybe I win, maybe I lose. What are you, me, Scrungle? You actually trying to be me? Alright, so we got a stabby. I don't know that we really want Unbearable. I'm kind of just trying it out. This might have been overly aggressive as well. We can't... I mean, we can kind of punish it. They put the stabby here, though. That's the thing. Like, they kill this, put the stabby on the point, and, like, it's as though nothing happened. Well, maybe not. We might be able to kill the stabby. It's unlikely, but I guess it's not impossible. Part of me wants to go with a 2, and the other part of me wants a snowball. I think we want snowball. Because snowball represents a threat to probably the Murder Wing. Like, the Jin Sting's basically safe now. They're gonna kill the Eternal Knight with Clinico. Cassowary with, Jin Sting. And then maybe they probably get this with a meatball then. So we trade 7 keys for 3. That was a real good trade. It could also do that. I was thinking of Clinico because it pulls it onto the point. But, I mean, this is fine too. We're trading very key inefficiently here. Whatever they play this turn is really going to determine the next course of the game, because I can kill this. Really, you're going to bank. It's a little scary. 531, huh? Oh boy. We could just go a 1, I guess, and then... Like, we're getting a lot more damage out of Maggie, but this... Like, they have to back this stuff off. They're not killing this. And banking to 5 allows us to possibly represent a counter threat that's worthwhile. They could hypothetically, like, they crap out, say, a, yeah, a Klepto is what I was thinking, or a Crushmore, any kind of lobber, and then now this dies to a Meatball. But if you do that, that means that we kill this in retaliation, still have the turret sitting on, like, you kind of have to leave. This is only 1,400 health, though. Like, this is kind of taking a beating at this stage. So... 3, 7, say 9, 5, 14. Like, this could die. This could die to this plus this. Oh no, it's like 8 and 5 actually. Never mind. Obviously, the cat dies, but I'm hoping that we can pressure them quickly enough that... Like, we should have probably gone with a quicker Phobie than this, so that way I could run in and fight, like, Heart Punch if needed. Oh, the splash. I was like, how did this die? I mean, I don't think you want to do that for a variety of reasons, but... You've never had tacos before, Onda? Really? That is stunning. Alright, so this is well, this isn't in position now. I think this is worth it. Because I think all we need to do at this point is not... Like, we gotta hold 3 panic points. Now, they can reclaim 2 of them. Maybe even 3. Like, they can go here, here, and here, but they'll obviously hemorrhage a bunch of their forces in the process. But they kind of have to go for it. They don't have a choice. If they don't, they just die. I think you're right about that one, Jenna. Sorry, I just saw that one. Is that a Phobos gaming moment? What does that mean, DT? You just crush somebody going first? I legitimately don't think I've ever had a bad taco in my life. There are ones that are better or worse, but they're all awesome, and then some are just, like, manna from heaven kind of thing. So we just pass turn. Real talk, chat. What could our opponent have done differently? What could they have done differently this game? Is this another Phobos? GG, opponent, but, like, is this another Phobos? Need to actually play some games. That happens, Savadas. Yeah, you shouldn't let it bother me. I shouldn't, but, you know, we're all human. We're all human. Well, that is true. That is absolutely true. Alright, so we get a Grimes. This is a great start. You'll love to see this. 484, 6, 7... So Snowball probably kills this. Like, we can't safely... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here. You can't reach it otherwise. I guess we could do this. And then that way they can't claim the points. Or cheap profile picture is scary, is it? I guess. Chat, I'm telling you, I'm not looking forward to editing these streams. It's gonna be a humongous pain in the neck. Partially because I've been doing longer streams, so it just takes longer. Because when I edit the streams, I don't just, like, I don't remember everything that happens. And usually I'm editing something that happened like 2 weeks ago, so I already have forgotten. Like tomorrow, because I meant to do it today, I'm going to be editing stuff from 2 weeks ago. Or not, well, almost 2 weeks ago, like a week and a half. They banked a 6. Why would you do that? So they could Grimes and grow. If we go here, does it matter? They can't reach it with anything. But yeah, like doing the longer streams, I enjoy doing it, and it's fun hanging out with everybody. It's just the editing piece is going to be a pain in the neck. Back to 666 impossible challenge. You don't want to be there. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are, because I'm going to be able to hit it no matter what. We might be shy on damage, though, truthfully. Probably not, but I think we can get it. That's a Gonzo Bonzo. If I were them, I'd probably pull the Grimes back, yeah. Just keep it safe, who cares? There's no point in sacrificing it for literally nothing. Grimes into banking to 6, bold, yep. Is it worth editing and posting streams on YouTube? Sounds like a lot of work to me. It is a lot of work. It's honestly... So, I have thought about cutting back. And, I don't know that we want to do this, because this locks us at 5. I had told myself at the beginning of the year, I wanted to post a video every day on YouTube. And so far I have. you know, weekends accepted kind of thing. Or in this case, now that I shifted the schedule, it's basically 2 days a week I don't post it, whatever the weekends would be. And now it's Mondays and Tuesdays is the time that happens. And I like doing that, but I don't know how long I can sustain it. And I wonder if it would be better if instead I posted like, oh, well, I'll post one really good video a week and like take all of the highlights from different things and make like one video out of it as opposed to a whole bunch. This is partially just to get this thing killed, truthfully. So this will have 700, 800 damage. 372. Like 850. Which is quote-unquote fine. I love that idea. I'd watch it more personally. What, like if it was just a single video with more of the highlights? I mean, right now, I'm only posting the wins. I'm posting the viewer game reviews, that sort of stuff. I don't know if that's enough to entice people that, like, that's good enough for everybody. I'm not sure. In order to get all the viewer game reviews, I have to, like... I mean, I could lump them all into one video, I guess. The challenge with all of it is... Like, most people want their game reviews on YouTube, and I understand. Like, it makes sense. There are more people that watch the YouTube videos than watch the stream. Gonzo Minotaur. It's not long for this world, though. Alright, buddy. Get out of here. I guess we leave this here. The question is, do we send this in down here? Probably not. They're low enough that I'm considering just diving the heart soon. This guy's playing very hype Phobies. Gotta go, though. Alright, player. Thanks for hanging out. Take it easy. This might be too aggressive. They're gonna recap the center point. They could obviously just do this. They kill the cassowary with the Gonzo, so... They're about to undo all of this. Yeah, okay. They already did undo it. So now Grimes is basically untouchable. We should not have moved that thing in. The Eternal Night. We might have just thrown, chat. Might have just thrown. In fact, I'm fairly certain we did. Try to be aggressive once. Try to be aggressive once. Oh god, that's a mistake. Shit, I didn't mean to put that there. This is gonna die. Oh, I can't believe I just did that, because I even thought this play was gonna happen, and I still walked into it. Because I wasn't paying attention. So what they need to do is they go in with the spider, they yoink, they hit it with the boom, and then they kill it with Grimes, and I can't really punish it. I guess I can. I don't know. We could have done a bunch of other things instead. They're playing this very defensively, which I don't know that that's what you want to do with Grimes. I seriously have no idea. Not even close. Oh, boy. $1,200 health on that heart, but they have 6 keys remaining. There's a lot of mean things that can come out, but they are locked in with their existing team. Which is part of the reason I'm surprised that Boom hasn't gone in and sacrificed itself. I mean, they could literally pop it right now just to free up the slot if they really felt compelled. So if we move in range, basically the spider yoinks something and kills it. We're just playing it safe. Oh, they can get the jar and then get it with Grimes. This is bad. They're going for this instead. Now Grimes has 700 attack. They could have gotten the jar. They walk in and yoink, and then Grimes kills it. Or they do this and it kills it. They still have 6 keys. Kind of scary. Not good. Not good, chat. I felt like I was in a really good position, and then that one turn hemorrhaged everything. We can't really... Because I gave up this bottom part, we can't threaten the heart. And I don't think we can, like, race to the top. Now, since we freed up a space, that means that they're now going to drop whatever with their remaining 6 keys, and we have none remaining. We don't even have enough that, like, even if we snuck in, say, a Murder Wing or the Stairmaster, that we're going to kill the heart in one shot. That's a Blondie, which probably is game. Oh, God. I'm fighting against someone named Doritos. Nice. Yeah, like, we're not out of it, but we're basically out of it. I think I needed to kill this with the cowbell a couple turns ago, instead of capping this bottom point, because that just let the Grimes grow for, like, no purpose. Well, not no purpose. We got damage out of it, but, like, that wasn't enough. Is there any way for them to kill the Murder Wing? I don't think so. They could try and dive and kill one of these things, but I think I kill them in retaliation and we come out ahead. I think. Insert Taco Bell ring. Nice. Recap the mid with Cat? We could, but it's just going to die. The difference here is if I go in with the Flopsy, at least we're killing the Gesundheit. And, like, removing other things from the board. I don't know if that's what we care about right now, but... That's interesting. So the Blondie's going to connect with, like, everything, and then the game's basically over. And we're just shy of killing this thing. Because this on here is only going to be 9 and change. So this will be, like, 12. I don't think we can kill this. We're going to try, but I'm pretty sure we can't. I have to imagine they wouldn't have moved it there if we could. Oh, we can get it with the Stairmaster, though. Actually, do we want it to get pulled? Game, please. This means only Gonzo can hit it this turn. If they decide to do that. I think I'm going to run Flopsy across the top, truthfully. Run Flopsy across the top, maybe run Ginsting through the bottom. 12, 18. Now, Ginsting will die. Combination of these. Yes? To what, Savadas? To the rush across the top? Just the mad dash to the heart? At least the Flopsy? Yeah, I think we need to. This is 900. 880. Wait, hold on. We can do this. I just realized we can recap this point. Jesus Christ, this is so stupid. Oh my god. Unleash the flopper. You didn't see which part, the eyeball or the whole thing? I mean, you obviously were cheering on the other part, so I knew you saw the flopsy going. The eyeball, yeah. So you're gonna get the murder wing. Yeah, you can't kill this. GG, friend. GG. We're back to regular eyeball numbers. GG, we got him. 1W, chat. 1W. We're not going to D-rank yet. Probably will, but we're not going to D-rank yet. Cheap avatar? What about it? The chat, I don't know what to do for variety on Monday. Hey, Savadas with the gift sub. Much appreciated. That one guy. Welcome to the lunatic circus that is Random Thoughts. And shout out to Savadas chat. Let's get a little chompage. Let's see some emotes in there. Get a little chomp action going. Some bees, maybe. You love to see it. Thank you. Much appreciated. Bees. Much appreciated. So, chat, I started to talk about this like all the way back at the beginning of the stream. GG. I always say welcome to the lunatic circus that is Random's Thoughts, and a lot of streamers have like names for their chat. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but if you guys have been around Twitch long enough, you know what I mean. Should I come up with something? I assumed it was going to be dinosaur themed if I was going to do it, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I just killed someone's Evo 2.0 with Moffat and Jar. Lovely. Nice. Wub Cubs for pay money. Wubby. What? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Like, I get it's trying to be cutesy, but I don't understand what the actual words are supposed to be. Oh, that's their chat name? Interesting, okay. Yeah, I don't know that, guys, so I don't know who that is. I mean, I could think of something. Given Chompers is supposed to be a T-Rex, which, by the way, I have been considering getting some art commissioned. It's another one of those things that's on my list of like, well, if we get enough subs, I'll justify it, because I don't really know what the going rate for what I want is. Because I always lean into the undead, and Chompers is a T-Rex, I want a picture of Chompers. Like, I have the pose in mind, where he's a necromancer, and he's summoning a bunch of, like, other little undead dinosaurs at his feet. Like, coming out of the ground. And he's standing there like this, like screaming, like in that classic, you know, like the classic T-Rex pose where it's kind of like curled back and it's roaring. Like you're looking at it from behind, it's turning its head and it's roaring. Or even from the front and it's roaring. But he's going to have a big, like, hood and cloak. And then it's a necro. So I think it would be pretty cool. used to draw dinosaurs all the time when I was young, so maybe I can draw something. Make Chomp Icon as a phobie with the flavor text as random's thoughts. It's not going to be it tilts all the time. So we once again have the answer Ginsting, which may be the appropriate response here. We're 36. 7. We're 36. So this will live once again, like we were talking about, which means we can take this point right now, which we did not do the first time. There shouldn't be any way that they can kill this. If there's something I'm forgetting, all right, we lose. Monster type. All right, my neuro sleep drinking. All right, have a good night, Zvadis. Thank you. Take it easy. Yeah, they just realized they don't have quite enough damage. This is 8 and 5 is 13. We're not going to have enough damage either. I guess we could have put the sheep here because, yeah, we should have had the sheep here. The reason being is if they come in and kill the sheep, it's like, okay, thank you, we kill your Ginsting in return. There's no reason to hide the sheep back here. What happens if subs goal reaches 30? Right now, I don't have anything in mind. I should do, or get back to doing sub goals. It's just on there as a, like, a reminder to encourage people kind of thing. So this, however, will kill it, and we don't have any way to threaten it because we screwed this up, and we're throwing. Oh boy, unreal. We do have a 2-0 panic point advantage they can't really break right now. Like, if they come after our stuff, we kill them. But I think they can play it defensively right now and then just hold, like, I can't push. Neither can they, but I can't threaten anything here. What happens if I do this? We do end up on the panic point, but that doesn't matter as far as this goes. This might kill it. Yes, it will. So they banked. They banked. I know I'm breaking my rule of not maxing out Phobies, but, like, something's going to die here, or we can push aggressively to take both these points since they banked. So yeah, I don't know, Chad. If I've always considered doing, like, a 24-hour stream. Logistically, I'd have to talk to my wife and figure out how we would do it. But I always figured when I did that, it would be for, like, 50 subs or something like that, and it would also be, like, some sort of charity-related thing. Whether that's feasible or not, I don't know. That's a dead Klepto. I didn't expect that. Honestly, I was just doing it. I'm like, oh, it's going to be left to 200 health. I'm going to undo everything. But, yeah, I'll take that. We take those, chat. We take those. 7, 9, 10, we'll say. 13. That was only, like, probably a 2,000 health Klepto. I didn't even check it. It was a level 7 Klepto. Now we're in the bully position. That's a rusty. I feel like, yeah, I was about to say, I think our opponent kind of funny Klepto positioning. Yeah, I have to go out on a limb and assume they regretted that one. GG. Guys, I think I'm going to be eating Doritos Tilt flavored because they really set themselves up for erratic and Klepto splash. You love to be on the fun end of that one. It's not so much fun being on the other end, I can tell you that much. I don't know if that's happened to me, honestly, because like getting Klepto and erratic out is difficult key-wise, and then on top of it, a lot of people collection-wise, you know, like, there just aren't that many Kleptos. Or as many Kleptos, I guess. But yeah, Chad, if I did sub-goals, I want to do them for, like, what would you guys want to see? Because I was talking about this in the Discord channel, which, by the way, hit up the Random Thoughts Discord, RTChomp, you can see it in the video description, but RTChompGG over on Twitch also, exclamation point Discord there in the chat. But, I was asking in the subscriber channel, like, what would people want to see? And truthfully, I don't know what to offer people. I was actually looking into, instead of doing Twitch subs, doing Patreon or something. Maybe people in your Discord have some great suggestions. I did ask, and there were a couple things that I thought about, like, as in, like, I had that idea going in, and people, like, when I say I have an idea, and someone else says the same thing, it's not, oh, well, I thought of it first. It's more like, it reinforces the, oh, yes, I'm on the right track, and this is something people would want. But the problem is some of it is either not feasible, or not really there, kind of thing. I don't really have much to, like, I'm already doing viewer game reviews, so it would have to be, like, either I break off some of the content that I'm doing now, and segment it off so that only subscribers get it, or can only participate, like, game reviews, which I don't want to do. I absolutely don't want to go that route. So, the alternative is give them a priority, which I'm doing with the queues for it, but I don't know that that's really good enough. I could do independent videos for specifically, like, subscriber ones get a dedicated video for it. Kind of like what I do with Fright Night. But a lot of the subscribers want it to be done on Twitch anyway, so I don't know. It's a tough thing, because I don't have merch. For example, I guess I could, like, get stuff made up with the Random Thoughts logo. Or something like that if people really wanted it. Your name changed color? In Twitch chat, that's probably because if you left chat and came back in or something like that. But I'm open to suggestions. I don't know what people would want. Like I said, I've considered going the Patreon route instead. But I'm not entirely sure. Like, what would people want out of that is basically what it comes down to. Like, what's worthwhile content that would make you say, yes, I'm going to subscribe at $3 a month or whatever because I want that thing. Other than just supporting the stream, which would also be fine. Like, I could always do a tier of, like, yes, you like the stream, so you want to help support. That's a good question, Taco. I don't know. This should get it. So I was debating swinging the Contortio in order to kill the cat, but this allows us to get the jar online, help fight this baby Snakey. I don't think there's any way that they can kill the Contortio right now. Oh, yes, they can. They can just leave. Never mind. But that means that we traded Contortio for their Cassowary, which I'm okay with also. Well, that's the thing, Taco, is the special content. Like, what do people want to see? Because I'm doing game reviews. I could do, like, coaching, I guess. I could obviously put more effort into independent videos. Like I said, if somebody submits a game review and they're a subscriber, I could do above and beyond, like, whatever, depending on what people want. 6, 5 is 11, and 5, 16. They shouldn't kill this. But yeah, special content is right. It's just a question of, well, what is the quote-unquote special content? The thing is I'm pretty open about what I do. You know, as far as I'm doing the same things both behind the scenes as well as in front of the scenes. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. And I don't want to subtract content. Like, I don't want to make it there's a paywall to get a game reviewed. Like, that's not how I want to do things. So I think our Cassowary is safe doing this. Because they could have a jar, they could have a snowball, and then it's not safe. So the alternative here is doing this. Which is safer generally. Cooking with Chomp. Cooking stream. I mean, if I had to do a 24-hour stream, that would be, like, I, by definition, would have to do it at some point, right? I mean, doing other content I'm not opposed to, but this is absolutely, like, if those sort of things were to happen, or go that route, I clearly need to hit a certain, I don't have a number in mind, but, like, I'm going to need a certain amount of subs in order to justify it, you know what I mean? So Meatball's down. This can hit, this can hit. Probably just bank. We could walk up Innocuous and make their life very complicated, but I think banking is probably better. They can't really threaten this right now without other bad things happening to them. Maybe we just do a 1 key in order to recap some points. So if they go up here, we can get it, go here. Luffy, gifting a sub to Taco. 9 gifted subs, Luffy. The madman that he is. Welcome. Welcome to the lunatic circus that is Random's Thoughts. And thank you, Luffy. Chat, come on. Guys, see them emotes. Let's see them bees. Who's still got channel points left? Who's still got them channel points left? Bees! 30 subs, chat. My God. Holy crap. That is awesome. Honestly, if you told me at any point in the past, it doesn't matter if it was last year or 5 years ago, whenever I started streaming that I would hit that many subs, I never would have believed you. Not in a million years. But thanks to you, chat. Thanks to you, we have gotten there. So shout out to chat. GG. Shout out to Luffy. Luffy carrying the day with this in most cases, I would say. So they probably kill our stabby, but they're going to have a hard time doing it without committing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I never expected to get any subs, truthfully, chat. And I'm not trying to be like hashtag humble brag. Now, look where I was, and now here I am. But like, I didn't expect to have any subs ever. I don't think you want to do this, friend. They were already moving the stabby, and they go, nope, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. That is the miniest bees I've ever seen. It's a lot of bees. That was a lot of bees. Was I talking during the bees? Because that's going to be weird. I don't think I was saying anything of relevance. Not like I normally say anything of relevance, but you know. You know how it goes here, chat. I mean, that's not much better. They always do it. We get array chargels. We have 9 keys. I could go Evo into it for the BM, but we're not going to do that. Not going to be that guy. I don't... Yeah, this should kill our jar. Game. That protects our cassowary a little more. I don't know that it matters. We don't get the point, but, I mean, we're in a fairly dominating position as far as phobies go. Okay, you get our cowbell. I guess they get the cassowary anyway because of their cowbell. So this doesn't really help us all that much. We have life to spare, so I'm not worried about that. This is going to come down to us eliminating their phobies. They always think Jar can kill Eternal Night. That was the way it was for me for the longest time, but as soon as I leveled up Eternal Night to a point where it can actually fight Jars or take it down with it, I think you win. We should. But we've thrown plenty of games, chat. We've thrown plenty of games. I do feel bad about tilting. Like, I really do when I tilt on stream, but it's not been great, so I've let it out a little bit. Yeah, you have to body block here or we get the jar. I was thinking we'd be able to kill this, but if I kill it with a snowball, then the stabby dies. So we lose the cassowary, we lose the stabby, but obviously, like, we're threatening everything on their side of the board. That's fine, this thing's dead. This has to run. Yep. Which is fine, we'll just kill this, kill the jar, and move on with our lives. If we weren't maxed out on phobies, I would have would have popped out a 1 key, so that way we could recap points. I mean, this is dead to the jar. It doesn't matter. There's really nothing they can do. GG. They probably sent it in because they knew the writing was on the wall. GG, opponent. But yeah, chat, let me know either here or on Discord, whichever you'd prefer. If there's something you'd like to see as a subscriber, let me know. As I mentioned, I may emphasize Patreon instead. I have not set one up. And it would have to confer... Like, it's just going to take more management. As far as, like... I'd have to have a bot to interact and tell me who's what, because Twitch wouldn't auto-recognize it for obvious reasons, and blah, blah, blah. But I don't really know what to give people. Emotes don't seem to be that popular. I mean, I know Onda uses them, but there aren't too many people that use them in chat. It's primarily the channel point stuff, which is fine. And I get it, because it shows up on screen, it does something funny, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not sure what else to offer people. I would love to do community nights at some point, where, like, maybe we all get on and play Among Us or Fall Guys or something like that. I mean, to be honest, I'm of the opinion that anybody can hit, free to play or not, you can hit Sum of All Fears. It just depends on how much time. Alright, this may be the last game of the night, chat. We're going second on Phobos, of course we are. Obviously. Although I think the first game we played tonight was on this going second and we won, so we'll see. It's a bold move that our opponent is doing this. Are you going to send Snowball there? Really? I'm going to take the middle then. This is weird. Like, I don't know why they did this. So we could follow up with Crushmore next turn. Or we could just go a 1 right now. So we would have gone that, and then next turn... What was our follow-up usually? Gin Sting? I'll put it 2 turns out. We're just going to get more of a board presence. This will allow us to cap more points. So, like, the Cassowary almost on its own could hold this center point for a turn or two. So we send the Snowball up here, the Contortio here, and then hold off. I'm bouncing around Doomsday 3 in Arena, and sometimes I meet Some of All Fears 3 top 10 players. Sometimes it's Doomsday 1 players, Primal's Tactics. Yeah, it's... I mean... The way the system is set up, it would de-rank people, which is possible, but as compared to other games where, like, there's a floor at a rank. However, if you play enough games, you're probably going to end up moving up. So if we vacate this, they might reclaim everything. This is a little risky. They can't get into range with these two. I guess they could break that. Well, I can't do that this turn. We're going to bank the key, try and get Crushmore, question mark. I don't think we need another 1 key right now. I don't know. You should gain more and lose less if you face someone with a lot more elo than you. I think that does happen, Bozo. I'm doing another evil Moffin Jeeves on the iMap we hate. Like, I used to like Opticon more. I've just fallen out of love with it. You know what? We're not going to go Crushmore. We're going to go, Rambolina. There definitely are variances in how many points you get. I thought it was due to elo, but that may not be true. This makes sense. Like, they have to hold this point. This is a 1400 health. Jesus. Wow. We might have given up the middle here. Rambolina doesn't look great here. I just like all the little noises the Phobies make. It amuses me. Come on. Seriously, we can't get both of these? Unbelievable. And yet, par for the course. This forces them to invest attacks in it. I don't know that we actually want to put that there, but we're going to try it. We're backing that up so that way they don't fly around Meatball and Fireball. They could instead just kill the jar here. Like, literally just walk up and kill it, but... Can't kill this, at least not cleanly. Good Lord. Sheeping gas reminds me of my dog? Really? Just like you keep clicking sheeping gas before and she had a fart barrage? True. I mean, they have such cool animations. Oh my god, that didn't die. Give me a break with this. Oh boy. Reach it with literally anything else. This is really bad. Not even sure what to go here, chat. Wow. Maybe we could have split the damage differently and still gotten this. So the jar will die. You can just meatball it. You're gonna meatball here, huh? That does not seem like what you want to do, because I can just kill this. I can still kill it. I mean, you'll be able to kill my Jin Sting in retaliation, which is not good, but... Can't have you here, then. We're taking 1 billion damage. Which would be the first phobia I use paddles with. Blast-O-Matic, high five. I would say high five. I think it would be funnier. Bad sushi would also be funny. So what are you killing? Alright, it's jar. Unfortunately, all this stuff is safe. Like, I can't fight this. Jar cannon. Yeah, he should definitely paddles the jar cannon. See, I think the invade was better. I can't kill the Crushmore, and I would lose the Pterodactyl on the return. 2,400 health here. 15, 20... We actually might be able to kill it. We might be able to kill it. Problem is, it's a 5-to-1 panic point advantage. So we're taking 1 billion damage a turn. I guess it doesn't matter. $520, wow. They could roll here and kill the jar. I don't think this is actually what we want, but I can't think of what we actually do want. Opponent still has 10 keys. We're still taking 1 billion damage. They probably just kill the Jin Sting and the Murder Wing and call it a day. Move this down to threaten here. Imagine Paddles and Smother Mother. Rambolina could have been an option, but like... Oh, you mean with Paddles. Kaboom, Smiley, and Blondie. Yeah, the Kaboom family or Boom family could be pretty cool with that. If we had hit this with the Eternal Night last turn, we might threaten killing it. Okay, they took the stim because they knew. They knew! That is in fact a Hevo. Mildred fears Smiley? I guess. That's 5, 10, 13, 16. I don't think they can get this, but this is kind of risky. We can't go there. We can't kill... Oh, we could kill that. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. I shouldn't have done that. Because I could have left this open for a muffin. I don't think this dies, but I could be wrong. I might have miscounted this. So they're probably appropriately going for the heart damage. Well, evening it out, I guess. Imagine Paddles and Batula. What a terror. What a terror. Spider it is. Paddles and Boomer. Now there's a combo. There's a combo. I don't know that I actually want to do that, honestly. So if we put this here and we bait it, like, they send the Hevo in, we kill Hevo? Or we should? Because that's gonna be, you know, 1,000, 2,000, this, and this. We should get it. I don't know if this statue is a good idea. Yeah, I think they see it. The problem is they have Spider, which is a good initiation tool. We don't really have anything we can do on that front. Sure. And the clinic goes alive, which represents a bunch of potential damage. We go here, this can't reach, this could come down. Again, probably dead if you do that. It has 2,500 health, though. 5... say 8... 9, so that's 14, 2,400 or so. Paddle's an unbearable. What a savage combo. Part of me says damage this thing, but it has 2,500 health and it would lay into the crush more, so I don't know. I didn't want to advance the Crushmore because they could literally just walk up with the spider and poison it, which would be almost as good as killing it at this stage. This is going to be a very stupid game. How much heart HP am I at? 6,300 to 7,425. This is going to be an exceptionally stupid game. So we'd have to, like, break this. This can't reach, this can't reach, this... Well, this could reach there, actually. Here. Told you, this is going to be an exceptionally stupid game. They weren't trying to rush the heart. They were trying to see if I would react up here. Like I mentioned earlier, they have the initiation tool, as in they have Spider and we do not. So there's no real way for me to threaten anything, whereas they can. And one thing I could do... Okay, this thing's healed up now, great. It was down to 1,300. I mean, there was no way we were going to kill it, but... So this can walk in a range, this could walk in a range, this could yoink it, but they're still only going to get 2 hits and then we probably tee off on them. I think this is fine. We could end up just taking damage on this, and it's stupid too, but I don't know. This thing is no longer in danger of dying, so I understand why they did that. Like, this whole time we were trying to bait the, Crushmore in. And it might not have been worth it. So this is 9, 8, 1700. That's not enough. Oh my god. Well, actually, we can kill it. We can kill it. I think. I figure it's better taking the damage on the Crush more than either of these things. I don't want this getting further up. This is fine, I guess. We just have to not be overly aggressive. Don't get impatient. So we got the poison here, but that's fine. Like, I'll tank through that poison. Yeah, you shouldn't have enough damage here. But it keeps this safe, which is problematic. But the pole is down, so there is that. And you're all clustered, so... Wow. Couldn't quite get it. But I don't think they're doing 2,500 damage to kill, or 2,600 damage to kill my Hevo, so... You got me. Or we got them, really, is a better way to put it. Chat, we won going second on Phobos. And honestly, I think it might come down to the opener our opponent chose. Like, I don't know why they did what they did. And this is very much them accepting the inevitable, so GG, opponent. Well played. They're not going to BM us. GG. We did it, chat. We did it. Like I said, that'll do it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. As of right now, I plan on starting early again. We're clearly not going to be going as late because I do have to actually work on Monday, so, you know. Let me know if you have any other ideas for other subscriber perks that you're interested in. All you new subscribers, if you connect your Twitch or connect Twitch to Discord, you'll hit the subscribers only chat in the Random's Thoughts Discord, which, by the way, if you're not part of it, it'll be in the link video description here, or ! Discord over on the live stream, RTChomp GG as always. But like I said, that's gonna do it for tonight. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and Black Lives Matter.